When we meet new people and maybe we want to go out to dinner with them or have lunch with them, we have to say that we are vegan. And when we say that, the first thing they say is, "What about proteins?" And that's really funny, but maybe we will talk later about this topic. So they always ask about proteins, but they never wonder why we are vegan or why people decided to become vegan and where the first vegan movement was born. So, in this lesson, we will talk about the origin of the vegan movement and its evolution. The term vegan was used for the first time during the 40s, during a time of growing social awareness and cultural change. The term vegan was used for the first time by Donald Watson, was coined by Donald Watson, who was the founder of the Vegan Society in the UK in the 1944. Watson wanted to identify an approach to eating and living that excluded not only meat and fish, but also all the other animal products such as dairy, eggs and honey. The need of find a new term to identify this kind of approach arose to differentiate from the vegetarians who still today continue to consume this kind of products. Of course, veganism began to spread between the 60s and 70s, fueled by countercultural movement and an increasing sensitivity towards animal rights. The movement was always interconnected and linked with pacifist and environmentalist ideologies, creating a context in which veganism was not only about dietary issues, but was a philosophy of life, embracing the respect for all the living beings. During this period, many activists became to advocate for veganism as a response to social injustice and harmful industrial practices. From the 90s onward, the interest in veganism exploded, partly due to the rise of awareness of environmental consequences of the animal farming and the animal agriculture, and also the health benefits always associated to a plant-based diet. Today, veganism is a global phenomenon expressed in different forms, from dietary choices to ethical and sustainable consumption practices. And also nowadays, a lot of companies are investing in vegan products due to the enormous growing of vegan population. Being vegan today involves a deeper ethical reflection that goes behind a mere dietary choice. Many vegans are committed to reduce as possible as they can animal suffering and promoting a respect for life in all its forms. The meat and dairy industries are often associated to inhumane practices, such as confining animals in cramped spaces and also provide inadequate living conditions even for the workers. Nowadays, people choose to become vegan not only for an ethical aspect, but also because they want to reduce the impact on climate change. From an environmental perspective, veganism is considered a crucial action in addressing the climate crisis. Animal agriculture, in fact, is one of the biggest causes of greenhouse gas emissions, deforestation, and water pollution. In fact, studies indicate that livestock farming generates about 14.5% of global greenhouse gas emissions, a percentage comparable to that of the transportation sector, that, as we all know, has the most impact on Earth. By choosing to reduce or eliminate the consumption of meat and animal products, vegans contribute to a significant reduction in carbon emissions and to a more sustainable management of natural resources. Additionally, many people start to have a plant-based diet because they want to improve their health. Scientific research shown that a plant-based diet helps to reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes and heart disease. These diets are typically rich in nutrients thanks to an abundance of presence of fruits, vegetables, whole grain and legumes. Consuming a variety of plant-based food not only support a physical health but can also have positive effects on our mental health. By comparing these kind of products, these vegan products, to animal products such as red meat or cold cuts, it's very easy to understand, to see that a plant-based diet is better from an healthy point of view. Although, since I'm not a doctor, if you want to start to have a plant-based diet, my tip is to call your doctor and speak with him or with her so she or he can give you all the information you need.